Hello, it's great to be here, and thanks for the occasion to speak with you and tell you a little bit about our department. I'll share with you a presentation which I prepared about our course. Just give me a second, please. Great. Okay. So our degree program in the graphic design department have variety of studios. We have a range of the studios which touch the topics of the print design, and also we have a studios which more focus about the web design as well as kinetic or animation design. This is very interdisciplinary nature of our studies, as is a graphic design these days. Okay, in the first year, all the students are starting with the basics workshops, which are focusing about the typography knowledge and also about the icon design, about the principles of the design. Also, we have a graphic software workshop, so you don't need to worry if you don't know any Photoshop or Illustrator. We're going to teach you everything. We're working mostly in the Adobe environment, but also working in Figma and 3D programs. We also develop in very strong connection with art on our university. This is artistic university, so you're going to have a lot of occasion to develop your sensitive to art and also to include artistic techniques into works on our department. So you're gonna be also in touch in the classic graphic arts techniques and also with drawings and painting classes. In the first year, you're gonna also start to learn basics about the animation, about the logo design, about the icon, which I mentioned before, about the all basic techniques which are included in a modern graphic designer tool technique and techniques. Here you can see also some students work from the graphic arts departments. But what I wanted to mostly to show you is some of the examples of the work from our studios. So here we're having a graphic interface studio, graphic interface design studio. And in this studio, you can learn how to design interfaces for websites, for apps, for applications. You can learn how to work in Figma and also After Effects for web. And next studio is letter design studio, and in this studio you can learn how to work with a typography, how to choose fonts, how to design your own fonts, and how to program it in programs like a Font Labs and make a fully functional fonts. The next studio is Poster Design Studio 1. We have two poster studios in the university. Poland have a very rich culture in poster design, and we're still very connected to it. So you're going to have occasion to work in the Poster Studio 1, which is more focused about the working with cultural topics, with a movie poster design, with a theater poster design. But you can also work in a second poster studio where the poster is more a comment about society, about the social issues, political issues, and so on. We're having also information design studio where you can learn how to work with a big data, how to visualize data, how to make an information, not a text, but a visual graphic design. We also having a packaging design studio, and this is at the moment the only studio where you can get learn a 3D software design. In this studio, you're not only working on a label design or not only working on a graphic design side of the packaging, but you're also working about on the markets of the packaging. You're also working on the how to design a fully functional box for your products, and you're going to finish your semester with a fully functional maquette. We having also the publishing design studio. This is the studio I'm working in. And in this studio, we're teaching how to work with the publishing. So we're teaching how to make a book design, how to make a magazine, how to, in general, work with a layout and what is an layout in graphic design. Sign and Identity Studio. It's a studio in which you can design a corporate design. You can learn how to serve a brands and companies with design ideas. In this studio, students working quite often with outside companies, outside from the university companies, with the competition ideas and topics in designs. So in here you can mostly learn how to make a design that serves brands. The Kinetic Graphic Studio, it's a studio that is in which you can learn how to make your design moving. I can't show it in the presentation, but wanted to briefly show it to you with the effects of the studio. For example, in here you can see a couple of examples of the students' works, how to work with comic book animation, how to make your illustrations moving, how to make, how to work with a kinetic graphic design. Niektóre dzieci tracą do mnie takie, które doświadczają fizycznej. Okay. Our department is not only students, but this is also lecturers, and we are also designers. We are not only teaching, but we are designing on our own, and quite often our works are shown in the world exhibitions. So this is a couple of the examples I wanted to show you. One of it is a book of the Dr. Marcin Markowski, A Bund and the Pop Text. He is a designer that has many awards across the world, especially in the book design, editorial design, and there's a couple examples of it. There's also the exhibition catalogs, the pretty great works. The next couple of works, this is Wojciech Janicki works. Wojciech Janicki, Professor Janicki is our dean at the department, and he's working mainly with a brand identity, with a logo design. He's quite often working with campaigns for cities, campaigns in the cooperations. This is the example of the campaign made for Katowice city. Here we're having an example of the work of the Agata Kulczyk. She's working in an information design studio. This is her book, which she made for foundations of law. We're also trying to focus not only about the beautiful form, but also about the important topics on which we are working with our designs. Here we're having a work of Wiktoria Grabowska, which she's working in the typography design studio. Here you can see her typefaces in use. Her typefaces was used in a lot of occasions. Her fonts are available in a Google fonts and Adobe fonts. Her font was also used in an Olympic Games. There's also an example with a Braille font. Here's an example of the work of the Szymon Szymankiewicz. He's a poster designer, and this is a great example of how design is going into a connection with art, how poster can be something between design and art as well. And this is also my design. I'm working mainly with a layout design. I'm working on a book and catalogs. I design also the websites and branding. This example, it's a design of the book, which is a catalog of the best diplomas of our university. Also, our students have achieved numerous successes and awards and international competitions, but also accept the hard work. We're trying to have fun on our university. We're trying to do our best to spend a good time here, to make you interest what you are doing here, to love the design as we do it. And I hope we're gonna have occasion to see you all here in Poznan and work all together on our department. Thank you.